All right, everybody, welcome to the Studying Brew episode 1087. Sorry, wow.
Yes. 87.
What a time to have to clear your throat. 1087. That is a great night. Tonight is Test Taking Techniques Tuesday. It is the night we help you get those questions right by not knowing a thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah, not knowing anything, right? Are we doing that tonight?
Yes.
Just checking.
Technique
Checking
Tuesday.
because we've had a little bit of a technique Tuesday where we need content. So I wasn't sure if tonight Brandon's gonna sneak one of those in. But tonight we're gonna show you how to get to the answer with not knowing a dang thing. These are the techniques that you heard the last five passers say made perfect sense when they were in the exam room. When you learn a technique, when you want to learn a skill set, when you want to learn anything, pretty much you want everything to come together when you're in the exam or when you're in the big game or however it works. That's when you want it to all come together, right? My name is Andy. I'm the guy that's trying to get through this episode. But you're not here for me and my efforts to keep a straight face. You're here for Brandy, the one whispering and laughing and just being Brandy. Series 6, 63, 26, 65, enter Series 7, which makes her more than qualified to teach you all the things you need to know so that way you too can get a pass notice and you know have those techniques to help you out and get this thing done. Guys, get the pass notice. Let's get it going. Let's get the study on. I talk about it all the time, but it's the truth. The most difficult part of this whole studying journey is just being consistent with it every day. That's it. As is everything else. You want to lose weight, you want to get in shape, you want to build muscle, you want to build your business, you want to have a better business, you want to have a better life. Everything takes consistency, period. Everything does. And it takes 100% effort. It takes all that you got every day on everything that you're doing. So that way, you can just get it done no matter what. Even if people are making a ton of noise while you're trying to like get through a live podcast in the background, you could do it.
It's a good thing we got these amazing mics.
Yeah, you guys have no idea. Slamming doors, slamming stuff. It's a lot going on right now. Um, what?
Hmm?
What'd you say?
Nothing.
Oh, it's a lot going on. But that's how you get through something. It's just doesn't matter how many distractions. It's your training, it's your work, it's your consistency of just doing it over and over and over again until it's almost a muscle reflex to just get your study going, get through the effort, get through the commitment, and just do it every day, no matter what happens. That's it. It's just breathing. It's just walking. Just everything that you do every day, no matter what. And it doesn't take a lot of sweat to make it happen because it's just what you do. And how do you reach that point? Building up that consistency every day, building it up in your schedule, building it up in your count. I find that the more I stick to my regiment, my schedule, my routine, the better I feel. The more I let things slip or I let other things get in between of that, the more chaotic my life seems. More chaos, the more unfocused I seem. The simplest things will throw me off when you take me out of my routine, like not making my bed every day. Have you ever noticed that? If like you don't make your bed or you don't clean up your room or you don't do things like you should or you don't clean up after or you don't have that order in your house where you don't put the dishes away, you don't clean or whatever it is, and you have all these other things and then we do this thing where we go, "Oh, we were too busy to do that." But you feel cluttered and clustered in your mind and you feel chaotic because even the smallest things can take you off. Guys, being on a routine and just even keeping to that will help you out. There's too many things and distractions and all these other things that we let get in the way of when we're trying to really accomplish something. So if you just take the time to go in your schedule, like tonight, make sure you're studying. And Brandy talks about this all the time in the live sessions during the day and all the member sessions. She talks about all the time. And if you're not a member, you want to get to be a member so that way you can get in there and hear Brandy say it, but all the time about how important it is to get this in your schedule because it won't happen. It simply won't happen. Telling people you're going to study, quote unquote, or saying that you're studying and you're really not is not helpful. It's not studying with intention. It's not really having a plan. Now, when you have a planned study, like Brandy talks about, in the calendar, you have exactly what you're going to get through, what you're going to do, Everything is already marked out, and then that way you can make it happen. If you struggle with that, you got to get into a program like ours where we have these live sessions throughout the week where Brandy helps you lock in through the week, Monday through Friday. There's something going on all the time, right? Wednesdays, we don't have day sessions, but we still have the Studying Brew. It's still something to lock into. We still have the Discord. We have the Kona community. We have something for you to lock into, something to hold yourself accountable, something that you could post up. And a lot of people are like, well, what if I don't have anybody, like, they don't interact with me right away or whatever? It doesn't matter what it is. If you have somebody in your life that's willing to just take a quiz from you, like just you sending them a quiz, whether you post it on the Discord or you sending it to someone privately, guys, it doesn't matter what the response is back. It's all about the routine of it. It's all about the doing of that. It's what you're doing when nobody else is looking that matters. It doesn't matter if people are looking or acknowledging. It's what you're doing for yourself. So if you need something like that, we have that, or you can get yourself a partner on there, but get locked into a program where it has these kinds of things. And we do have that. Course videos, you do that on your own time. We give you those live exam sessions where you get the little extra on how to apply that knowledge and how to get locked into how to study, how to do notes, all this great stuff, and all members sessions. We have all that great stuff. Small group tutoring, one-on-one tutoring, daily accountability. Those are all available. We also have books for sale for the SIE 6, 63, 65, and 26. And like I said, we have the Discord over on the Kona community. 951-290-3077. That's the phone number. Give me a call. Give me a text. We have the email, KonaButterflyz@gmail.com. Scan the QR code. Hit the links. Get connected. Check it out. And also, we got the Instagram. Go check out all the last passers that we have on there in the Kona Hall of Fame. And hopefully we add you too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I believe that you will. I want to add you.
I know we can.
I know we can, but we need you to lock in.
Yes.
That's what we need you to do. And then we'll add you up in there. Yeah. All right, you ready?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Tomorrow, this is the schedule. We have no day sessions, but we will be back for the Studying Brew tomorrow night. So remember, no day sessions, no morning, no day. So make sure to be on the brew. And if you need help, Brandy will be on the Discord. And she'll be trying to do her best to keep on that and up to date. So ready?
Yes.
All right, let's get into Test Taking Techniques Tuesday. Let's go. Jacoby, I swear, listens like 10% of the time.
I know.
Just 10%.
10%.
If I can get him to listen like 50%, we might be getting somewhere. All right, Test Taking Techniques Tuesday. Test Taking Techniques Tuesday. We got rules of Test Taking Techniques Tuesday. Rule number 1, you're not allowed to ask what exam did that question come from. It's irrelevant. It doesn't matter. We teach this stuff to our high school kids. They use it on their exams. We have people using it on tattoo exams, MLO exams. Yes, I did say tattoo exams because it did really happen. Nursing exams, business exams, MBA guy passed, right?
Yep.
Bar exams. It doesn't matter. If it's a multiple choice exam, you can use some sort of element from this and help you out and get you an edge to where you can possibly even get yourself to a 50-50 shot on getting an answer right. I say this all the time. Nothing's 100%, but if it works 20% of the time and it gives me a 20% edge that I wouldn't have had otherwise, that's a win. That's all I'm saying. And most definitely, if I don't know I don't know anything, and I'm just going to guess anyway, why the heck not use a technique? What the heck? Why not? Right?
Absolutely.
So watch what Brandy does on the screen. Watch how she breaks them down like Charlie Brown, how she goes through these questions, what she observes, what she's seeing, what is not necessary for these exams. I would say that's the most important thing. What is not necessary? Usually you thinking. Am I right?
Very much true.
All right. Rule number 2, how do you get good at anything? You got to practice. You have to practice. You have to do it. Just like I was talking about earlier, you got to be consistent. You got to get in a routine. So right after this, we want you to do a 10-question flash quiz, 10 questions, 10 minutes. Where do you get these questions from? Wherever you're studying. I don't know what QBank you're using. It doesn't matter. Whatever QBank, whatever exam, whatever thing you're doing, do 10 questions, 10 minutes, 1 minute of thought per. That's it. That's all. And then just try to apply the techniques. Don't overthink it. Don't try to use content, nothing. Just exactly what's on the screen. Read how it's read. And that's it.
That's it.
How it's written, right? Read how it's written. That's all, right? Answer the question.
Yeah.
That's the most difficult part of everybody's.
Oh, we add
So much.
so much to the question. Our own opinions, our own biases, our own just this.
Everything.
Stop. Stop.
Everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta stop reading into those like it was a text from a jealous lover. What do they mean by
Yes.
hi?
Dude,
Why is that person saying hi?
it's not a
Look how they
text.
wrote hi.
It's just words on the screen. They mean nothing. Just make a
Some of y'all
connection.
know what I'm talking about. All right, let's go.
All right. It is good for 3 years. If the issuer meets certain requirements, it requires a supplemental prospectus to be filed before each sale. It requires a prospectus to be filed only once, or it's good for 2 years. There's an only here. I almost forgot what I was doing for a second. There's an only right there. Now we have this thing called Mona.
Oh, sure. When you talk, it's quiet in the house.
That's right.
When I talk, it's like a train station over here.
It's my daily. That's what happens when you work from home. You must never, must only, never, and always, usually not true. Okay, usually not true. And I could say, oh well, there's a 3, there's a 2, but those are written out. They're not the actual number. There's all these things, right? Oh, I can guess I can say it requires and it requires. But let's go with the question. And the question says, which of the following statements regarding a Rule 415 shelf registration is false? What did I just say about the not truths? That they're usually not true.
This is a perfect use of the Mona.
Perfect use.
Sometimes people use the Mona and there's like 3 of them have it or something like that, or all of them have it, and they're like, oh, I guess they're all untrue. That's not a good one to do.
Right.
But when you have one, that's usually a really good one to use it.
Yeah, and it's yeah.
I said usually.
No. I wasn't gonna correct you. No, and I don't know. I was too much thinking. Next. Too much thinking on my part.
Oh, I'm just right. I'm just mentally noting that you said I'm not going to correct you.
Right now.
Wow, what a win!
Right now.
I feel like I won the World Series.
Corporate bonds, treasury strips, treasury notes. I do see that this is all capital letters.
Yes.
Okay, all caps. And then I could say that maybe this one's different, right? Because it's the only corporate.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go. And it says each of the following make regular interest payments except. Okay, so check this out. Corporate bonds, normal. Treasury bonds, normal. Treasury notes, normal. But these strips, what is they like strips of paper? Like what the heck are they? Do they just take treasuries and strip them down? I don't know. It's the one that's weird. Does that make sense? Regular versus weird. I'm going to go with the weird one. Does that make sense? Weird.
Makes sense
Regular
to me.
except weird. Regular except weird. All right. Actually, you influenced this one.
I can't
Huh?
help but say welcome.
Must be reallocated, accumulate, can never be paid, are written off. Oh, written off as non-payable, right? Definitely that's never, probably, and not true. Like I would answer that one if this was like a not true question, right? So I'm going to note that. Then I looked at this and guys, when I pull questions, I always want to pull questions that I could answer without knowledge.
Yeah, and also A has a must too.
Oh yeah, and A has a must.
And then A and C both are common.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that. Because you know why? I looked at the word cumulative and I saw the word accumulate. And Andy said this in another Studying Brew.
Yeah.
That cumulative to him sounds like accumulates.
Right.
And guys, that's the answer. That simple. That simple.
I know there's a lot of people on here that are little English lit majors and they go, well, actually, accumulate and cumulative are not exactly. That's when you're thinking too much.
Bro, it's look at the same letters.
You're thinking too much.
Same letters. Accumulate. Accumulate. Same word. Same letters. Even if you didn't, it's same letters. Just go with it, right? Same letters. Local government pools. See, and then I can say, well, this has no acronyms, right?
Yeah.
Local government pools, tax anticipation, bond anticipation, money markets. But I saw the question before I jumped into D. I saw the question and it says established by states, other government entities.
I see districts or state agencies.
Yeah, like small
A
things,
lot of
right?
state, a lot of local.
A lot of local government stuff. So why would I not just pick the local government stuff? That's it.
District, state, all local.
See, yeah, just keep it that simple.
No overthinking on that.
Don't overthink it. Oh, numbers. So I looked at this and it says,
Ooh, order 17 is not the same as order 66.
no, it's not. 17 or lower.
Mm-hmm.
Only at 17. No number. It says must and it says no number, right? And then an order can 17 or higher. These two.
I mean, if I had no clue, I mean, it's either the A or the D, but I probably would have marked C just because it was different. I don't know why.
Well, I saw the 17 in the question.
Right. Well, that's before I even looked at the question.
Right. No, and you're right. I looked at the question.
Now we're looking at the question.
I see 17.
Yes.
I also see that I want to buy it.
And also I see that it wants it to be true.
And it does want it to be true.
So there goes out the must and onlys.
There you go. Get out of here. Must and only. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you want to buy something at that price or higher?
No.
Or lower?
I want always lower.
Right? Who wants to spend more money than they have to? Hey, I'm going to put this order in at 17, but if I can get it for more than 17, I'll be happy. Nobody says that.
Nobody says
that.
Hey, I could have got it at 15, but no. Give me that 35.
No. The whole reason why we do this at thing is because we're like 17 or lower because I'm buying.
Buy low, sell high.
That's it. That's the name of the game.
Buy low, sell high. Don't overthink that.
Name of the game. Buy low, sell high. Okay. Primary tax enforcement agency of the federal government. It's everybody's favorite.
Mm-hmm.
It's their month. It's the IRS, guys. It's their month. It's April.
Yeah, if you don't know, that's the primary tax enforcement of the government.
Right. The primary regulator.
I'm assuming you pay your taxes.
The primary regulator for the securities industry. Regulators. You may or may not know this, but SEC, right? You are studying for security, so I'm assuming you know at least that, right?
Yeah.
Because it's the first page. Tax enforcement agency that oversees the states. I'm just going to put states, right? Because I don't know, just a state. And then the primary enforcement agency for municipal bonds. Here's some munis. I don't know again. Like I don't know again, right? And so I'm gonna look at the question. I'm just gonna make a match. And it says the Internal Revenue Service.
A.
That's it.
They tried to sneak that one past you by putting in primary tax enforcement.
Yeah.
They've tried to bury it.
By the way, fun fact. That's my last question. That was my last question. Anyways, what time is it? I got time. Do you guys know that it's not the IRS that sets the tax rules?
No.
Did you guys know that?
Yeah.
So don't beat up your local IRS agent when they come collecting. It's not their fault.
No, we gotta beat them up.
Not their fault. They're just trying to collect a paycheck. Know what I'm saying? Just collecting a paycheck.
I'm just saying, you can't collect when there's zero.
Well, I mean,
collect 0 on 0, and they disagreed.
There is that. But yeah,
they disagree.
We thought that, in all seriousness, I always thought that the IRS was the one that set the tax rules.
They just enforce.
They just enforce.
Your
U.S. Department of Treasury.
They do. And who votes that in? Yeah, exactly. So, all right, we made it. We got through it. We did it.
I went slow too.
We made it through. I don't know how I did it tonight. I'm extra distracted by all that's going in the background. You guys have no idea. But I did it. You can too. There's distractions going on in your background. You just got to lock, and just get this thing done. Make it happen. Get through these. It might be a perfect opportunity to do techniques. In fact, on your quiz, if you are so distracted and you cannot focus, do a 10 question. Do all techniques. Have fun with it. What the heck, right? Read what's there on the screen. Don't read more into it. A lot of these questions were just simple, just notice and read it and be like, all right, that just goes together. I don't need to think more. Anything you want to add?
No.
All right. Wednesday, no day sessions. Thank you, Brandy. We got the Studying Brew tomorrow night. Same bat time, same bat channel. Well, I don't know what Brandy wants to do tomorrow. I have no idea, but we're going to be here again. Could be more techniques, could be content, could be something awesome. I don't know, but it's all going to be great.
Of course it is.
So there you go. Same bat time, same bat channel. Until then, everybody stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. Keep the positive mental attitude. PMA. Everybody have a great night.
Thank you all so much for being on. We super appreciate you. Practice these techniques in your quizzes. We will see you guys tomorrow night. Have a good one.